Finally, the new spawn has awoken. What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... Hang on. Spawn number... 9? 9. I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order. Oh, a polite Grim Reaper for a change. This is a good start. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region. I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff. As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear? Delightful. I appreciate solid work ethics and a dedication to the craft. Remember, the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dying. They always teeter on the precipice, creating endless chaos. We keep humans from falling off. We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check. For that reason, your actions will have consequences. I will show you your workplace right away. Follow me. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed. 1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper. Oh, the new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day? Great. We are counting on your dedication. You do important work, after all. Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice? To be honest, I gave a simple one to begin with. There was no best choice. Sometimes none of the options are good. Not for everyone. Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad law of cosmos. Questions? Keep your eye on the letter for future guidelines, and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now. Grim, how was the second day on the job? Good. So, did you follow the rules properly? Great. Yes, everything looks to be in order. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down. Great indeed. We could use more spawns with your attitude. Rest well. You will need it. See you soon. my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel? Excellent. That is what I hoped to hear. As you may imagine, it is important to keep morale up in our line of work. Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Lady Poddington. Okay, Grim, about your payment, which I may have forgotten about earlier. Yes, an unfortunate oversight. Worry not, you will be getting back pay for the missing days. The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy. Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all. Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total, even if the primary task is executed correctly. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow. Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. You even adhered to my little test note. I commend you for exhibiting vigilance. I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper. If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position. Imagine the possibilities. quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
What ho, customer! Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. As ye may guess, I am Mortimer, the Mortimer, the one you may have heard of. The famous, nay, infamous Quartermaster. Aye, 'tis me, terror of the waves. I may have grown most humble with age, but tales of my thunderous exploits will live forever. Aye, ye are visiting me ultimate dream, the Emporium. Browse at your will.
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order. Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices? I told you one would get used to it. At least, I hope I told you. Corporate motivation and all that. But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them? The question is too difficult. After all, you have not even lived a week. You have not seen what the tradition has wrought. This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans. Do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you make? True enough. One must be in charge. The others are there to follow. The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing. Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me? Right, it has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow. Grim, it looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time. Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day? Good, good. We have to do what is necessary, even if we do not fully understand why. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened? Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Off you go now, Grim. Good night. Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing? Interesting. Yes, your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct. I see the required profiles are all here. Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. I guess it is time to get started. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty. So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise. Oh, do not thank me, Grim. We are just getting started. Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation. Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow. Careful, Grim. That is exactly the kind of hubris that will lead to a downfall. As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed. That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
What do you want? A fresh-faced lemon head. Exactly what I wanted to see today.
Hey now, Gus, play nice.
Well, seems I'm stuck with you now. You want to ask questions or something? What's that supposed to mean? Why does everyone think ghosts are dead humans? Of course not! No! Ghosts aren't mere residue, a relic of humans, animals, or whatever other entities. We're just ghosts. We're beings unto ourselves. I am the ghost of a ghost. Yeah, pretty much. I figure you'd first have to be alive to count as immortal. It's a bit more complicated than that, but honestly, I ain't got the patience to teach you ghost history, so... something else you wanted? Yeah, I gotta get back to work anyway.
What do you think? Having a nice relaxing drink? Who told you about the plant department? Forget what you heard, Sonny. No such thing. Anyway, who dares to hope in this day and age? We deny everything. Not gonna lose any sleep over that, Sonny. And you never will. Ha ha ha. Alright, we're just kidding. It's not really that big of a deal anyway. Sonny, it's just a regular department. Not even that big, but it's very busy. Yeah, what did you think was happening? It's just plants. There are a lot of plants. A lot. More than humans. Plants everywhere. We're real tired of folks asking about the plant department. Is why we visit the den on Sundays. Lowers the chance of bothersome busybodies with annoying questions. Who even gave you the idea the department is anything interesting? Might be. Can't help it though. There's theater in my xylem. Anything else, seeing as we're now deep in the soil of inquiry? Not in this lifetime, Sonny.
welcome you to Cerberus's Den, the finest drinking establishment this side of the void. I sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new. You're just dapper like the River Acheron. The outfit screams vintage. So, how are you liking existence thus far? Oh, don't I know it. Administrative bureaucracy just can't be escaped. They'll always find you. Eventually. But hey, that's why you figure out the small cracks in the system you can manipulate. Okay, newbie, before we continue, I got this little, game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple. All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz. Right, the gist. I'll describe some sort of an odd situation, and you answer how you react. I usually do 4 questions, and nothing else to it. Here we go. Prepare for question number 1. You behold 2 doors. One planed and old, the other forged of gold. The old one seems to imply disgrace and shame. The golden door cries of nobility and grandeur. It's up to your brave soul to make the first choice. Which door will you enter? Time for question number 2. You get to cook for a group of friends, but are lacking some very important ingredients, without which your meal will hardly be a masterpiece. From what little you can scrounge together, which will make the best topping for a pizza? Next up, question 3. Almost there. Your friends got in deep trouble with the boss of a local criminal organization. Now a team of brutes are coming for you all. If you work together, you may be able to figure out this situation. What will you do? Alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone ever needs, right? Before you lies a table teeming with plants. You have to eat one of the plants. Your very life depends on it. What kind of plant would you prefer to eat? We got it. Let me just calculate the results. I'll take a moment. Leans to stability. Prone to conformity. I've got the appropriate concoction in mind. Start off with a nice mixture: 4 centiliters of gin, 1 centiliter of elderflower liqueur, 1 centiliter of sugar syrup, 2 deciliters of club soda. Splash in some lime juice concentrate, add several slices of well-smashed cucumber, and some heat ice. The quiz tells no lie. I think a suitable name would be Borehole. First one's on the house. Heckin' understatement of the century! Now what else can I get you? Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
I know what you're thinking. I do provide ancient powerful widgets.
Grim. Yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, now, listen up. Great work today. You fulfilled your tasks adequately, and all that. However, an emergency has occurred which requires my utmost attention, and I must depart for a couple of days. Yes, straight to the point. While I am gone, another will be in charge. Even though you passed the evaluation, I cannot leave you without any supervision. You will have more freedom, sure, but it is not limitless. Therefore, you will have to continue your daily reports as usual. I will be informed of your progress. Why, you are already acquainted. It will be Lady Portington, of course.
Friend, your visit's like the sun, regular, and warms the room. Tis wondrous marvel. Once upon me and me crew sailed the southern seas and came across an accursed lighthouse. Plundered the lot of it, even the mirrors. Built the frame from beautiful driftwood washed ashore from the ship we rammed into. Covered it in all gold, too, course. Aye, a proper beauty.
Knock, knock. That's exactly the question, ain't it? We are the exalted Chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are Angst Ex Nihilo, We are nothing. A despicable failure. We are Elan Vital, the guide who won't lead astray. If only you learn to listen. We are death. How does it feel? Not a cloud in the sky. Have you forgotten what happened? Be seeing you, Reaver. It's a grim world out there.
Ah, perhaps ye require a delightful gift for a significant friend. Shiver me timbers, 'tis a tale most sordid. I dare not even recall the details, but since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it. Some might even call it music. Used to belong to the ruthless Corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization. Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one, sage and king and beggar alike, and let Lazy Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day, the rest doomed to a slow extinction. Then my crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorge of the Telenor. The battle was merciless, but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner. Aye, this port offers the best trades in the universe. Lord blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'Tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found the tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself. A lifeless, adorable thing. Can't imagine it being useful for anything. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke it. Well, scuttle me boat, why don't ye? Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day, in the cave at the bottom of an ocean. But 'twas guarded by a horrendous beast. So, had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle the kraken. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well, though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous globe. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later. Avast ye! Pursue the finest booty you've ever seen.
Hello? Hello? Lady Poddington, is Grim there? Oh, goodness. Grim, I heard that... I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly. But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. Understood? What? Could you repeat that? All I hear is static. No matter. You know what the job entails, Grim. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to stay in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all. I have returned. Did you miss me? Great. I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay, yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers? Please. Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation. Grim. How should I put it? In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence. Nothing so grand, but do you really think life is all about following rules? One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull? You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Back from her booty, are ye?
Accentuate the morphological field, or some reclassification of the framing stratum. I should have known. Scaffolding of the antediluvian complex. Oh, maybe. Meta-resonance trigger. I'm the strange one, am I? Fairly put, I suppose. I am the prime curator of the Abysmal Archive, the archive of all existence. Or the bits I've managed to catalog thus far. Did you know there is a lot of existence? More than you are able to conceive. Yet I see promise in you, Spawnling. So, let me tell you a secret. You see, the archive sprouts a mind. Eons ago, incomprehensible to most. Those were the days. We were so young then, Faith and I. 2 strapping lads. There was little in the archive initially, but it didn't take long for it to start growing, expanding. Until it achieved awareness of a sort, a consciousness, but not a kind you'll easily recognize and engage with. We couldn't foresee this happening, the awakening of the archive, its development into a unique organism. We care for the archive, exploring its unstable pathways, researching new topics. Sometimes we do battle, without doing damage, mind you. We can't be losing any ancient knowledge to carelessness. Perhaps, but so is all life, if you consider it fully. Capable of a great deal. The archive is now immeasurable. No one's managed to delve into the very oldest corners. Nobody knows what lurks deep within. I've learned it doesn't have a true center, and it doesn't adhere to natural spatial rules. The disorder vexes me. You could not, even if you wanted to. Only professional archivists allowed. It calls to me, so I must return. I hope you enjoyed our talk.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own? The anguish of existence. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay. Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation? Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me, have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue. What do you mean? Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our datamongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly. Anything else? The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region. Anything else? You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials. Anything else? Until tomorrow, Grim. Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience. Why not? Indeed, why not? I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback. All the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness. Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again. Avast! This tale is beyond reproach. We were sailing the high seas when we found a shipwreck full of these off the coast of the wild wakes. 'Twas power to erase even the most dreadful of mistakes. Used it to erase one of my risky love letters. And you know what? Never heard from the love interest again. Amazing little thing.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them? Perhaps we do still hold some control over the levers. Never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty. Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night. Oh, right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to you. It seems you marked the proper amount of profiles. Well done and all that. Now depart. I have things to contemplate. welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion. Appreciated. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything. Certainly, once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing. Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? A tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm of sails.
Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The daily... always impositions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine. Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Cor blimey, you're looting all me wares.
Ah, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes? Hello, Grim, are you there? Curse this useless apparatus. It never works when I need it. You may be wondering about who is in charge. I did consider leaving dear Lady Portington again, but my hiatus is only momentary. I am sure you can manage these few days. But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough. Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
You're such a scoundrel. There should be a bounty on your head.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile. Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go. Grim? Adequate. Now, let us not waste time and get on with it. Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task. Oh, whatever. You? No, Grim. You have not. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations. Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than... Yes, exactly. Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job. No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night. Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning. A disarray of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life. They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing. It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar, copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions, while the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive ever. But why? What would that change? Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grimm? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it... Good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them. To imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness. Then you have much yet to learn. Good night, Grimm. The beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grimm? No. I know so, Grim. Never before have I experienced such certainty. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words. Not much else to say. Go on, get back to work. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time. Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques? Grand, yes, the exploratory aspect can lead me across the boundary. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead? Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. The ultimate ecological masterpiece. And in the center of it, Kathleen Holmes. I never knew a human could be this destructive? What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all. Are you sure? You are but a grain in this cosmic process, lacking the complete picture. What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now. Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds? Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes? Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation. Now, do not be so hard on yourself. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night. It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now. An immaculate execution. The work of an artist. The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity, slowly going out. It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for so long. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion. Maybe the answers lie in the book, yes? Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office. The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose? As you wish. It does not matter. One human is not enough to save the species, after all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty. That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather. The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity, not a bit. But why, you ask? I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence, these humans, the endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape, that we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece. No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away. Your hollow judgment is insignificant at this point. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.